Hey, how we doing? I know it's been a little bit since I've updated. It's been a crazy couple weeks. Got to update you on some trifectas, trainers, some TNT. Back here at Springfield now. I'm gonna go down to the pad where it all began and go meet with the boys and girls down there. Let's get it on.
Find me in the background, always on the outside. Find me in the side.
All right, so here we are. Again, like I said, I apologize. I think it's been a little over a month now that since I posted, so I apologize. It's been crazy. I trifected, which is cool. Scored really high, only missed I think one on my pre-trip, and I ended up pulling the full DMV test, just my luck, but I killed it, so I was pretty stoked on that. Yeah, trifected, drove home, had a couple days of home time, had a trainer call me. Didn't seem like it was going to be a good fit, so we went ahead and found another trainer. The one that I'm with now, good trainer, we're running hard. Super happy. I think I've got just about 9,800 miles and be 2 weeks as of yesterday. Here in Springfield, getting some preventative maintenance done to my trainer's truck, and some warranty stuff. So we're only going to be down here for a day and a half, which is cool because today's my birthday. So kind of nice having the day off and being able to get a bunk here in Springfield and sleep in a bed. It's been a quick minute since then, so everything else been going real good. Like I said, been coast to coast, Washington State, North Seattle, right below the Canadian border, all the way to New Jersey. We're heading out tomorrow here from Missouri to California, Livermore, California. So be up in the San Francisco area, the land of the $6 a gallon gas. Woo, man. But yeah, it's been going good. Like every other video, the other two videos that I put up, I'll have some pictures and stuff, from the trips and testing and loads that we've had. It's one of the cool things, man. It's like every time you get a new load and you get a message on your Prime app, it's like Christmas Day, trying to figure out what it is and all this neat stuff that Prime does deliver on the flatbed side. So be delivering to Kaiser in Livermore, which hits kind of close to home to us. Wife was a registered nurse for Kaiser in California, so kind of a cool deal. But yeah, it's been good. The bunks here at Springfield, if you're able to get them, man, get them. It's nice. Been to the Salt Lake City terminal. Super cool. Little smaller, but man, that place is nice. So these facilities here at Prime are top notch, and like you've heard from all the other drivers from Prime that are on YouTube, and myself, Prime does take care of their drivers. They do. I would say the hardest part of TNT obviously is being away from the family. Truck life isn't too bad. I don't mind it, but when we go on strike teams, the Wildland Fires, with my fire department, just kind of reminds me of that, except for I'm not sleeping on top of a fire engine. I'm actually sleeping inside of a truck. Again, for all you new guys that are thinking about coming or here and progressing in the steps here at Prime, again, watch those guys, drivers lineup, Trucker John, Jacobs lineup, all those guys. All I can say is for the orientation deal, just come with 7 days worth of clothes. Don't come with a lot of stuff. I came with 7 days worth of clothes, a backpack full of personal belongings, a sleeping bag and a pillow, and that's really all you're gonna need. Biggest thing that I can say is that when you're on the pad for PSD training, a lot of good trainers down there, tons of good trainers. My trainer Thomas, Twisted D's down there. There's a bunch of good guys down there that will push you as hard as you want to be pushed. With that being said, don't be the guy that sits back there or the girl that sits back there and doesn't be aggressive about training, because if you're not aggressive about training, then they're not going to be aggressive for you. So it's all about what you put into it. It's kind of life, right? With the TNT thing, this is your career, this is your life. I wasn't super picky about my TNT trainer. The first TNT trainer that called me up was a little kind of like, this is how it's going to be, you're mine, you're no longer Prime's. Told me when he was going to wake me up, when I could piss and shit, and I don't mind. I get along with just about everybody, but I need to know a little bit about what you're going to do for me too, and so he just kind of came off a little rough, a little bossy right off the bat. Never wanted to hear anything about me, only what I was going to do for him, and that he didn't even know how many miles we were supposed to drive. He told me 50,000. I told him 30. He's like, well, when did that change? And I was like, well, a couple months ago. So then he progressed to tell me that that's the minimum miles, and I'm his until he releases me back to Prime. So that's kind of when I went, So, but Prime was real cool about it. They want you to succeed. They want you to be with a trainer that you're going to get along with. So it wasn't that big of a deal. You don't have to make it that big of a deal. You just got to be honest. How we doing? So that's it, man. Like I said, this is your life. This is your career. You got to stick up for yourself sometimes and not taken advantage of. Prime will be the first one to tell you that they're not perfect. Things slip, through the cracks, but don't let that get you down. It's a great company. Again, sometimes you just got to stick up for yourself. This is your career. So hit me up with any questions that you guys have, any comments. Pass this along to people that you think want to go to Prime, or want to have any questions. Hit me up. I don't need any more questions about drug testing. Listen, if you're worried about drug testing, I don't want you to come to Prime. I don't want you behind the wheel. If there's any doubt on whether you're going to pass a drug test or not, and you're talking about being a trucker, clean up or don't come, in my opinion. So I won't answer any more questions about what drug test they did, how I got drug tested, all that kind of stuff. But if y'all have questions about, the steps, what I did to get where I'm going, the people that helped train me, y'all already know the people on YouTube, Twisted D, Driver's Lineup, Trucker John, all those guys. Excuse me. I just had Nacho Supreme, $5.50. Hit their YouTubes up, you guys. Come with a good attitude. Again, don't come and get taken advantage of, but come with a good attitude. I was just down there at the pad talking to some of the trainers and my trainer, and yesterday they kicked 2 people out. And they've already signed a contract, so they're still on the hook for that. And it was all because of their attitudes. So be ready to be a little humble, stick up for yourself, come to have a good time. This is a life changer. Like anything, you got to get through some steps that aren't so fun to get to that grass that's greener on the other side. And if you've got the attitude to do that, and you want to be a professional truck driver, then Prime is where you need to come, because you'll be taken care of. You'll drive great equipment. You'll be governed. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people have come up to me in truck stops and say, how do I drive for Prime? Because their rigs are governed. Listen, 65 miles an hour is just fast enough for me. It all pays the same. I stay in my lane and I'm safe. You can go 85, get another 50 miles on me each day and swerve all over the place and have a dirty record. I'll be clean going 65 and still be getting paid. So again, any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up, pass it along. I appreciate you guys watching, and I promise it won't be 30 days before I post. It's just been hammer down the last 30 days since I left home. So all right, guys, stay safe. I appreciate you watching. Peace. right, guys, again, sorry for the delay. It's been a crazy few weeks, as you can see. I promise it won't be that long next time. I've got another 20,000 miles, having fun, doing the game. Till next time.